Hi, I'm Mr. Ramesh Mistan here. I just saw the news on Sunrise program few days ago. I'm basically an Australian citizen, man, and I just post my videos. I just represent my views as well for better future of Aussie citizens in the great nation Australia. Uh, what I believe, what I saw in the Sunrise program few days back, David Koch interviewed a 16-year-old boy named Kalab, who with his father was forced to live in a Brisbane Park, because in a tent in Brisbane Park, because they cannot find rental accommodation. So this was an interview, this was a question asked, and it was a reality. Now, what I think is that, and what many Australian citizens think is that, of course, there is a rental place crisis for Australian citizens as well. Of course, the great Albanese Labour government is really working very fantastically, it's working positively in delivering the best housing plans for the citizens of Australia. But due to higher increase in the number of immigration coming in Australia, the rental houses crisis have increased in the great nation Australia for Aussie citizens as well. Apart from that, I also believe that due to the inflation all over the nation and due to inflation across the globe as well, there are many priorities of the Australian citizens which are not fulfilled. So on this part, I support the view and the thinking of Senator Pauline Hanson ma'am as well. Of course, the Albanese Labour government is really working positively and it's delivering the best housing plans. It's also constructing record number of houses for the Australian citizens as well. So on that part, the government is really working a good responsible accomplishments for citizens of Australia. But what I believe, there has to be record number of reduction in the immigration coming in Australia. There has to be lots of immigration control as well, because I also saw in certain news channels that lots of Australians are also moving in the streets. They are opposing the record number of immigration coming in the great nation Australia as well. So I basically stand with the priorities of the Australian citizens, and I believe the great Albanese Labour government also stands with the priorities of the Australian citizens as well. And apart from that, many Australian citizens in the great nation also believe that there has to be increase in the wages, in the increase in their wages as well, because there is of course an inflation. I heard many senators, MPs talking in the state parliaments as well, that many Australians are even not able to afford a local cool drinks or a coffee at a shop. So that's what the inflation is affecting the Australian citizens as well. I also heard the senator in New South Wales talking about the increase in inflation as well. So I believe it's really very important to control the immigration. It's very important to make strict immigration laws in Australia. It's really important to reduce the record number of immigration coming in the great nation Australia. And that has to be done for better future of Australian citizens. This is my view, which I have seen, and this is what I saw in the news channels as well. And I believe our great Albanese Labour government is really incredible, and it's definitely going to work, taking into consideration the priorities of millions of Australian citizens in the great nation. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.